Welcome back. This is Barry with Cryptics ABC for All, and this is tutorial 4C, acronym, trick, and first trick. What is the first trick? When the first letter of one word is used. That's it. That's the first trick. One word only. Well, here's an example. Relieves Egyptian leader on wild seas. And the answer is eases. The key being relieves, and of course the key, the synonym or a synonym for relieves is definitely eases. That's okay. How did we get it? Well, Egyptian leader means the first letter of Egyptian, that's the E. On is a charade. Wild is an anagram of seas. So if you put the charade of the E and the C's together and anagram them, you get eases. Notice you've got C's there, S-E-A-S with an E in the middle. Okay, there it is. So, there should be a charade there, really, that I would certainly put a charade in there because that is what's being done. Okay, so acronyms. Well, when the first letters of multiple words are used. For example, alliance, initially, not at this office. Answer, NATO. Acronym. Why? Well, alliance, a particular alliance, is NATO, or if you like, NATO is a type or an example of alliance. Well, yeah, that's a bit tricky, isn't it? But it is a synonym. Well, initially, right, initially, not at this office. Notice the first letters of not at this office. NATO, that's where you get the NATO. So it's an acronym. Now, of course, NATO is a true acronym. It's used all the time. Now, we all know what NATO is. And most groups of first letters, when you just pick first letters, they don't recognise acronyms. You wouldn't normally say that's an acronym. However, in Cryptics, it's the easiest way to do it. All these words where you use the first letters, we just call them all acronyms. That's the easy way rather than making up a new trick. Acronyms. Where the first letter of multiple words are used, that's an acronym. Okay? If the first letter of one word is used, it's a first trick. Of course, some people call them all acronyms, whether it's one word or multiple. Look, you can do whatever you like. It certainly saves you thinking if you just call them all acronyms, and you can do that. That's all right. Okay, flags for these, and they're both the same flags, of course. Start, beginning, initial, first, primary. Don't forget the steps in solving cryptics. Check the spaces and give it. Ignore the meaning, of course. Note the spaces and givens. Note the possible flags and fodder lengths and abbreviations. Now guess the key and the synonym to fit, and then confirm it. Okay, here's an example. Right, naked, uninhibited, ditching everything at the outset. Okay, you don't start thinking of images. We don't look at their whole meaning, not yet. So, we have four spaces with a U given. A U given. Key, the flags first of all. Okay, down here ditching everything. Or at the outset. At the outset to me looks very much like it could be an acronym flag. An acronym flag. So we go to the first letters. Well, I should go to the key first. This flag's at the end, so the key would probably be at the front. Okay, at the start. So naked. Give me a synonym for naked. Naked. If somebody's naked, he is. Oh yes, easy, isn't it? Somebody's naked, he is definitely. Nude. Done. Prove it. Okay, here we go. Acronym. Flag. Well, there's the ED and the E and the U. We'll have to use the N, won't we? You'll have to use the N. Now that N is actually part of the key. And you say, oh, you can't do that. Who said? In cryptics, nothing. There's no absolute rule in cryptics. If the compilers wish to use the first letter of a key, they can. It's their baby. Okay, so there it is. There's an acronym, N-U-D-E, nude, and that's the answer. So we've proved it as nude, proved it as the answer by using the acronym trick. Okie dokie, next one. Egyptian leader is in South Africa to see the ocean. Right. Only 3 spaces. That's easy. Or should be. And flags. In. Yes. In can be hidden. Hidden or a container. Whichever it likes to be. South Africa to see the abbreviation. South Africa. These nations are usually abbreviated to their first letters. Well, or it could be, you could call it an acronym too, of course, if you take SA, South Africa, which is abbreviation or acronym. So, all right, where's the key? Where's the key? Oh, leader. We forgot about leader. There's another flag. This time it's for first trick. Well, all this is up here. I think the key is down here. Ocean. Have a go at that. What's the ocean? 3 letters for an ocean is, of course, 3 letters for an ocean is A, C. Okay. So, how do we get it? Is that the answer? Well, Egyptian leader, let's do the fodder. Egyptian, to me, is going to be a fodder. All right. Is that it? We'll do all that anyway. May as well do it all at once. There it is. It's a first trick and a container trick. Why? Well, Egyptian leader is the E. Egyptian leader is the E. And South Africa is the SA. There's certainly no worry proving this one. SA. There's your C, isn't it? SA and containing the E. SA containing the E is a C. So, it's a first trick, an acronym trick. Or maybe you could just say abbreviation. We'll take your pick. First trick, acronym trick. You could just call acronyms the whole thing. Seeing as 3, there's a first trick and an acronym trick there, I would just call that straight out acronym. They're all acronyms as far as I'm concerned. In that case, saves you doing 2 types of tricks. So there is acronym and container. Happy? Done. Sal admitted starting covert and notorious dark affair. Ooh. So we have 7. Notice you mustn't take notice of those meanings. So we have 7 spaces with an N smack in the middle. Right. Flags. Admitted. That could be a flag for a container. Could be. Starting. Could be a flag for acronym or first or whatever. Much the same thing. Starting. So we haven't got a key yet. Seeing there's a lot of flags up here, I could make a stab at it, but I could be wrong, and say that the key is down here. Dark affair, or even affair. We don't know. Affair. All right, suppose that's the key. What do we get? What's an affair? It could be notorious. Sure, it could be notorious dark affair. It could be the whole thing, couldn't it? You don't know. I think it's more like a, could be the, we'll try the whole thing. Try the whole thing. Notorious dark affair. Well, here we go. Here we go. What is a notorious dark affair? Sounds like it's dark until it's hidden. Notorious means it comes out and it's well known. So there you go. So what type of affair is that? It is a. It is a. Yes, we all know. It's a scandal. Well, it used to be called a scandal back in the old days. They probably don't even worry about it now. Oh, how do you get it? If that's the answer, prove it. It certainly fits. Well, Sal is a proper name, usually in the fodder, and Sal, you can see Sal is there, isn't it? There's the S, and there's the AL. Right, and what's inside Sal? CAND. Well, where's the CAND come from? Well, starting is your flag, and there's the C. I'll mark that in something different. Pretty blue, C. There's the A. There's the N. And there's the D. Well, there you go. S, CAND, back here, AL. Got it? Scandal. So, what did we use? We certainly used acronym, and we used admitted is putting this inside, so it's a container. So a container and acronym. That's how I see it. Okay, here we go. Well, that wasn't very successful. Container and acronym. Oh, first, I think I'd go with acronym because all this way here is an acronym. So I'd call that an acronym. Yeah, definitely. If it was by itself, you could call it a first trick, just the one, but you got too many there. That's an acronym. Okie dokie. Again, semantics. Next one. Mariah Carey. And this should see these things are just an aid to you to prove why you're right. Don't get hung up on all these things, these flags and reference codes. Don't get hung up on those. They're just an aid. If they're getting in your road, don't use them. But to me, they can be very useful in sorting out the proof after you've guessed the answer. That's why I use them. Okay, here we go. Mariah Carey, initially at ease, told to be compare. Mariah Carey. Right, so we have 5 spaces with an E at the end. Okay, we're looking for flags up here. Initially could well be an acronym flag. Or E's. There's a typical abbreviation. E's, how many E's would you like? 2 E's, 3 E's? Take what you like. Take what you need. Okay. Told to be compare. Told. That sounds like another homophone. Wow. Two given at you. Any word that sounds like a voice or sound or noise is usually a homophone trick. Well, all this, eh? Well, let's see. What's the key? Mariah Carey? Nah, usually they're not. Personal names are not keys. They're fodder. So I reckon that's going to be a fodder. They're part of the answer, but they're fodder. So I reckon it's a black fodder. So it leaves us with one thing down here, the key. Compare. What's a compare? What's a compare? Compare is often called yes, it's called an MC, and you can spell it out in letters. There's an MC. So, compare's an MC. Is it right? Prove it. Mariah Carey initially, first letters of Mariah Carey are the letter M and the letter C. Initially at E's. How many E's do you want? Well, let's see. There's the M, and there's the C. Looks like we need 3 E's. There it is. Mariah Carey, initially, at E's, told to be compare. Compare. Well, you put those together and say it, you get EMCEW, you get MC, which is actually a homophone, I suppose, of the word MC or letters MC. Take your pick. Definitely an acronym, I would say, and a charade because you push them together, of course. And whether you're going to put a homophone in or not, well, it's up to you. But it does sound a bit like one. All right. Okie dokie, up to you. Next one. Benefit. After party leader picked up the tab. Benefit. So we have only 4 spaces with a given A. That's very generous. Well, benefit after party leader. Flags after. After, is that a charade? Could be a charade flag. Party leader could be an acronym or a first trick. Picked up the tab. Oh, I don't think there's much else. Unless you could possibly say up as a reversal flag. Can be. Keep that one in abeyance, we'll see. Righto, key. Benefit. Benefit. What's benefit? Suppose benefit was the key. To benefit is to help. No, it doesn't fit. Assist doesn't fit. I can't get one there. All right. Down the other end. Picked up the tab. If you picked up the tab, what did you do? Oh, yes, you picked up the tab, you paid. There it is. Look, fits. You paid. End of story. Well, it's not the end of the story. We have to prove it yet. So it's a paid. What happened to the P? Our old friend P isn't there. All right, let's put him in. Oh, I see what's happened. It should be black and it's not. And that is not what's happened. Well, why isn't that coming up P? Would somebody please tell me why that's not coming up P? I have no idea. I don't know. Should be there. Paid. Right. Party leader. What's the party leader? It's the leader of the party. Prime Minister? No. Not the Prime Minister. The leader of the word party, which is your A. Of course, I can't get that here. I don't know why I can't get it here. Should be there. P. And what's the aid come from? Well, it's the benefit, isn't it? That's the benefit. Okay. Your benefit is paid. Benefit is aid. So aid is after P. Benefit is after party leader. There it is. It's a charade of those two together using a first trick or an acronym trick, whichever turns you on. Okay? End of story. Done. Okay, now don't forget, if you enjoy any of these tutorials, please subscribe just to let me know that you do enjoy them so I can do some more, maybe if you wish. Okay, thank you for that. Thanks for watching.